Losses from traffic crashes have both a social and personal impact. Roughly 41,000 people die annually from car crashes, with an additional 3.2 million people suffering injuries from those crashes. Roughly 38% of those crashes are DUI related, with another 30% resulting from speeding. This information I got from SafeMotorist.com, who's backed by the National Security Council. And the subject that I will be covering is how to be a defensive driver. I think this is an important thing for you to learn, as well as for me, that I've learned this stuff as well. And the first thing that I'll be covering is the benefits of defensive driving. Now, in most states, if you complete a defensive driving course and you ever get a ticket, you get less points taken off your license if you completed the defensive driving course, which is great. And another thing about that is you also receive up to 10% off of your insurance premium for up 3 to 5 years, which is a great incentive to complete something like this. And then the next point I'm going to cover is skills that put you in control, because that's what it is. It's all about you. It's not about the other drivers on the road. It's about you. You want to stay focused out there. You don't want to be eating. You don't want to be drinking. You don't want to be listening to loud music. You don't want to especially be playing on your phone. That's the biggest thing nowadays is people, I always see it, and I'm guilty of it as well, is playing on their phone. People need to learn how to put that down and only pick it up in emergency situations. The next thing is to stay alert. You don't want to get behind the wheel when you're tired. That's the big thing. People think they can make it in a short distance, and that's how some of the crashes happen, because they're so tired. And the next thing I want to talk about is don't worry about the other guy. Worry about what you can control. You can't worry about other drivers out there, but if you can control how you drive, that is the safest position that you could be in. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is the secrets of defensive driving. Think safety first. Obey traffic laws. Make sure you yield. Make sure you stop at railroad crossings. Make sure you're not speeding through yellow lights. These are the small things that you can do that can make you a better defensive driver and put you in safe positions out on the road. The next thing is to keep your speed down. I know it's difficult sometimes to keep your speed down because you're impatient, you're in a rush to get somewhere. I understand that. I do the same thing. I recently just bought a 2014 Dodge Challenger, and I always have the urge to put my foot on the gas, but I have to learn to not speed. And the last thing is do not depend on other drivers. I'm going to piggyback on what I said before, but you cannot depend on other drivers out there. You have to control what you can control. You can't try to get off an exit thinking that, this other driver is going to let me over. You can't do that. You just have to slow down and merge behind them. And I want to go over, the main points that we talked about. The benefits. Do you consider doing a self-driving or self-defense driving or defensive driving course? Would that help you? Make sure you stay alert out there. Don't speed, don't do any of that stuff. Hopefully this information will make you a better driver out there, because it's all about safety and how safe you are out on the road.